Everyone who has at least a couple of brain cells to rub together knows that they should store food and water to prepare for a long-term survival situation. Where most people fall short though is on all the other items that are also extremely important to stock up on. We're also used to having easy access to these items that it can be really easy to overlook them. You will only realize their importance when you need them, but don't have access to them any longer. That's why we put together this list of items that you should stockpile now, so you can still stay comfortable when you can't easily buy them anymore. Some of these will also be really valuable items for bartering during a crisis, for what it's worth. While this is not meant to be an exhaustive list, it contains items that are almost as important as food and water. Okay, let's get into it. Here are 5 of the most important emergency survival supplies to stockpile other than food and water. Number 1. First aid. All of the usual suspects like over-the-counter painkillers, bandages of various types and sizes, iodine, rubbing alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, saline solution, antibiotic ointment, hydrocortisone cream, burn cream, etc. are really important to stockpile. Obviously there's way too much in this category to list everything you should stockpile, but you get the idea, right? By the way, don't forget to include any prescription medications that you or your family members rely on. And keep in mind that the stress you endure during a crisis situation can weaken your immune system, allowing infections to spread more easily. You may also be more susceptible to problems like strains, sprains, fatigue, headaches, nausea, indigestion, etc. Plan for many different scenarios, and have a first aid kit that is well stocked and ready to rock. You can never really have too many first aid supplies, and you never know what might happen, so err on the side of over-prepared. Number 2, fuel. You need to have a supply of various kinds of fuel on hand for cooking, heating, and backup power. Always keep a gas can or 2 filled with non-ethanol gas so you can run your generator, or get your car down the road if you need to. Have some small propane canisters to use with your camp stove or barbecue grill. Things like lighter fluid, matches, disposable lighters, candles, charcoal and firewood also fall into this category too. Fuel is one of the first things most people run out of during a crisis situation. Don't be like most people. Number 3, toiletries. It's important to identify the toiletry items that you and your family use frequently. This might include things like soap, shampoo, toothpaste, toothbrushes, mouthwash, deodorant, toilet paper, tissues, sanitary pads, diapers, etc. You will not stop wanting or needing these items during a crisis. Identify how much of these things your family uses, and stock up accordingly. Also, consider stocking up on items that you don't necessarily use now, but could be useful during an emergency. For instance, body wipes can help you stay clean between bathing, and help to conserve your valuable water supplies. Number 4, detergents. Detergent products like powder cleanser, laundry detergent and dish soap are important to stock up on too. Being able to keep your living areas sanitary, having clean clothes to wear, and having clean dishes to eat is not only important from a health standpoint, but it can also provide some degree of mental and physical comfort. Simple creature comforts like this can help lift your spirits when everything else seems like a struggle. Number 5, backup cooking and eating implements. You need to have multiple ways to prepare and eat your meals off-grid if necessary. Redundancy is key since cooking uses finite resources like fuel. A propane camping stove is extremely handy to have, and you can use your regular cookware with it. If you plan on doing some of your cooking over a wood-fueled fire, then you will definitely want to have some open fire cookware to avoid ruining your regular pots and pans. You might also consider getting a solar cooker which will allow you to cook using only sunlight, even on cold days. Also be sure to stockpile plenty of disposable plates, cups, and utensils. The obvious advantage of disposable items, besides convenience, is that you can conserve water by not having to wash them. However, just remember that anything disposable can, and will, eventually run out. Also, disposable plastic items will rapidly increase the amount of trash you will generate during a time when disposing of garbage may be difficult. That's why you should also put aside some reusable, unbreakable tableware that you can rely on since you can't predict just how long the next emergency situation may last. This is particularly important to have in your bug-out supplies in case you have to ride out a crisis away from home. That's it for the top 5 emergency survival supplies, besides food and water, that you need to be hoarding now. Have you overlooked any of these items in your emergency survival stash, or have you already stockpiled everything we mentioned? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, please be sure to give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Click the bell icon to never miss our newest videos. Thanks for watching.